But there was a main event. There was a main event on Raw.
There certainly was. Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky for the women's title with Bianca Belair as the referee. And boy, howdy, I'll tell you, they started Bianca to the ring from the time that we left AJ Styles being laid out through Bianca's entrance and commercial breaks and Rhea's entrance at Io. It was over 15 minutes by the time they started this match from the previous deal. And is an okay match. And again, people are going to say, Jim Cornette, because he doesn't realize Io Sky is the best women's wrestler in the world today. I don't care. Because I'm not saying that she should be run out of town and run out of the country and never allowed to work and have gainful employment again. I'm saying I'm not interested. She's small. She does besides the fact that she does the ridiculous karate kung fu movie choreographed stuff that there's Rhea's a foot taller and has got to be stooging for it, etc. I'm sorry, I see Bianca as a main event women's champion level person. So I see Rhea, just because Io can do a lot of the wrestling moves, she's still small, she can't cut a promo, and I don't see her in the main event or in the women's title deal with these other two. And there was a couple of times where both of them I thought were going to break their fucking necks because they kept trying to do. One was a reverse Hurricane Rana on the floor, and then the other one they were trying to do something off the top rope. And on the floor, when Io went and lost Rhea's head, and then Rhea went and fell on Io. And then on the other one, she almost lost her off the top rope, but Rhea brought her back up, and they gave her a big wing ding off of that. And then seconds later, Io was okay. But the point I'm making is they go through a bunch of 2 counts. They had a fine fucking match. This was better than most of the men's matches on AEW, much less any of the women's. But I just don't care that Io Sky can do a bunch of fucking moves. So finally, with Bianca as the referee, she gets in a way. Rhea catches Bianca with a kick that's meant for Io and then gives Io the riptide. But there's no referee for the count. And the crowd counted to like 12. Then Rhea's yelling at Bianca, get back in here. And she gets a cover and gets a 2 count. And then she's still mad at Bianca. But Rhea gets back on Io and won't break. So Bianca pulls Rhea off of Io. And then Rhea slaps Bianca. But Io comes off the top rope with a drop kick. But Rhea moves and Io hits Bianca. And then Bianca calls for a double disqualification, and the crowd boos that, and not necessarily in the right way. But as of this point, they're still fighting, but we've established that the crowd likes Io and wants to see her succeed because they pull for the underdog. The crowd likes Rhea and likes it when she does shit, whether it's to Bianca, but they don't like it when anybody does anything to Io, including they don't like Bianca when she tries to do anything to Io. Have I described this just about right?
The fans like Io, yes.
Well, yeah, but they're picking other people. So they like everybody except when certain people do certain things to certain other people. And then they're not happy about that. But Rhea and Bianca fought on the floor while Bianca was throwing punches at Rhea, but she was looking at the ring because Io was about to dive in on him. Io dove on him. Each one of them fought the other one, and then finally Rhea headbutted and riptided Bianca and riptided Io and was going to leave both of them laying, but then the fans chanted one more time. So Rhea went back in and got Bianca and picked her up on the second rope and gave her a riptide off the second rope. And apparently now, obviously, we're going to have another three-way for WrestleMania with all of these folks involved.
Well, we knew it. That was the direction they've been going in. I guess this is another one we ask, what would it be if they didn't have these extra weeks of build-up for WrestleMania? It feels like nothing. I mean, so far, nothing feels like it's peaking at the right moment. I don't know. Something feels
It's already
really
got
off.
there and it's starting to droop. You're like at 2 more weeks already?
Yeah. Well, that was Raw.
But everybody has a reason for what they're doing, and they got a lot of stars on the card. But there's still similarities with one thing to another. That again, if I was Punk and Drew and Shyster, Seth, I wouldn't want women or any other men to have a 3-way on the show except for me.
You mean Roman, not Drew.
Or not Roman, or not Drew. You know what I'm saying.
Yes.
See, it's so confusing. You just proved my point. But if I was Punk and Seth and Roman having a 3-way, I wouldn't want to have anybody else having a 3-way on the same fucking show.
Well, that was WWE Raw. Once again in Europe. They're coming home, I guess, soon.